Jay here.
And Jatori.
And welcome back to another episode of
Do You Mind?
First episode of the year.
Oh my god.
No?
They're gonna sue us.
Are they?
Yes.
I thought that sound was for everybody.
Maybe. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I don't know, but y'all might.
So,
Yes.
I wanted to get straight into this.
Oh, let's.
Because what you have been telling me about when Bae does this, your Bae.
Yeah.
Everyone is bored, right? And it's a pandemic and everything, so everyone's gaming, and for some reason everything is sold out. So, this describe to me what your man is doing to get a PS5, because I just thought this was hilarious.
It's hilarious. Like, it's hilarious just watching, because I'm not really participating. I'm just watching him do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, my boyfriend is trying to get a PS5 for at least maybe 2-3 weeks now. So he's literally subscribed to like 6 different accounts on Twitter just so he can like get notified when a drop is happening at some like place like Target or Best Buy or what have you. And like so far he'll get the notification, bam. He'll stop whatever he's doing, whether it's work or he's gaming. He'll stop and then he'll go to the computer.
It's time.
And then he'll try to get in the queue to get it, and like he'll always succeed. He'll be like right there putting it in his cart, about to like pay with his card, then bam, it's sold out. And after like he's been doing it many times.
This dude got an online Costco membership.
He got an online
Just to get a bundle.
So now we have a year free of Costco, or a year membership of Costco. Don't use it just to get that bundle, or just get the PS5.
Yeah.
So like he's been like literally going through every drop you can imagine for the last 3 weeks, and literally it'll be like, bam, I have it in my cart. Let me take out my card. Bam, it's sold out. So like he's like, it's gotten to the point where he's just like, man, I'm just going to a scalper. I'm gonna
go to the scalper.
I'm gonna just pay $700 for it.
You win, scalper.
You win, scalpers. That's literally where he's at. Like literally, yesterday we drove to this place called Curacao.
Yeah, I heard him mentioning that.
So the Curacao is like they're doing bundles because they're trying to, I guess, like offset some of their stuff. So like it'll be like the PS5 plus like 3 games, a controller, maybe like a gaming chair, or maybe like a Surface tablet or something like that. But they'll be like $1,000. Literally, we drove there and he was like, am I really gonna do this? And I was like, are you really gonna do this? Because it looks like you are. He was like, nah, let's just go back home. He's like, I'm gonna just go to the scalper at this point. He's like, I give up. I'm a defeated man. I was like, you kinda are. But yeah, so he's like, the struggle's been like, literally, he made me get in the queue. He was like, hey, put this on your phone right now. Put this on your computer right now. And like, it was funny because like his queue was like more than an hour, and I was like, well, I'm at 20 minutes. And he was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I got in the queue. And I was like a little bit lucky, and I had like 20 minutes, but like it got sold out when I got to like 15 minutes for me. So I was like, oh well, maybe next time, champ.
Let us know in the comments if you guys have been having a hard time getting the PS5.
I'm sure.
Because Chris has also been having a hard time.
It's funny because like after like it'll be like sold out, he'll get notifications like he'll be like, oh yeah, I got one. He'll be like, man, fuck y'all. And he'll be like, fuck y'all, man. Like I just want my PS5. Man,
scalpers, hit us up.
He's this close.
We're struggling out here.
He's this close to being like, I'm gonna just pay $700 for this $500 piece. This $500 console.
It's hard out here.
It's hard out here.
I got my PS4 in like November for my birthday. Was it? No, it was the year before that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Oh my god. 2020 went by like.
Not fast enough, you ask me.
So mine is still fairly new. It's only probably like a year out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I've got some time before I have to go to scalpers and get some stuff.
Well, I think like I even heard that like the PS4 consoles like still it in terms of gaming. So like they're still even releasing like all the new stuff they're releasing games wise. They're still gonna be for PS4 because like first of all the PS5 is so unavailable.
Yeah.
And also not that many people have it as many people has PS4. So it's kind of just like they're still gonna like.
I'm still good. I'm still good.
They're still good. You got some time. I don't know why he's trying to rush. He has time, but he wants it now.
So I know he wants to go to a scalper. Is he gonna pay for it, or are you gonna pay for it with your new gigs?
He's gonna pay for it.
No. Hold on. My best friend Jada right here.
That's me.
She got a new gig.
Oh, this is Uber Kita.
I gotta tell you, I'm really proud of my friend. So like, what did you start doing?
Stop and keep going.
She was bored, right? So
let me tell you, I have this thing where like I get bored and I do stuff. I have like this kind of I guess jack of all trades type of trait within me. So like when I try something, I get pretty good at it, and I just keep doing it. So like the first thing I did during quarantine, I think I started to draw, and then I kind of got old fast, and I started to bake, and I kind of got old fast. Then I started to do graphic design, which also got old fast, but then I kind of like revisited graphic design, and like I'm really, really into it at the moment. So like my new gig at the moment is I'm freelancing graphic design stuff, and like I'm really digging it so much so that I'm actually enrolling into school for graphic design. I freaking love it, man. I'm out here in the streets and in the sheets.
Not in the sheets.
I mean, when it's cold, I get on and then I kind of cuddle up with the sheets.
Kind of cuddle up with the sheets. Not the person who would want some cuddles up there. Yeah.
The sheets.
And so she's on Etsy, right?
Yeah, I'm on Etsy.
She should be on
Follow
Fiverr.
your boy. I should be on Fiverr, but I don't know. But it's Jay's Graphic Corner. I'm up there freelancing.
We'll put it in the description below. She does overlays. What else? Yes,
I do overlays.
We will.
I do a lot of like so far since I really like it. I do a lot of Twitch stuff. So like if you have like a Twitch, and you need an overlay package, your boy has you. You can
customizable too,
or you get a custom one, and it ain't that much.
We'll link it in the description below.
I will link it in there so I can get money.
So when did you start your Etsy?
I started it like the second week of December.
And how many sales have you gotten since then?
I do like a sale a day, but so far I have like 60 something sales. It's just like a little side
hustle.
Little side thing.
You know, today everyone needs like at least a couple streams of income.
5! At least I say.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, but bro, you gotta be out here in these. Be out here, man. What's your 5 streams of income?
Well, I was thinking that maybe stock should be one of them, because now, you know, the poor are getting in on the game.
The poor? Why do you say it like that, though? The poor.
Because
the poorest. The poorest are getting in on it.
Because those people, those billionaires that are crying right now are, you know, calling us. That's what they're calling us, the poorest.
The poorest.
So I've actually found a post on Facebook that someone, like, kind of put it out there. I don't know if you guys are aware, but there was this thing with AMC and GameStop at the stock market. I'm gonna read this real quick for you guys. It's kind of like a summary about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So just to like kind of sum it up for you guys. Okay. GameStop. A few weeks ago, a Redditor on Wall Street Bets noticed that a hedge fund had taken a massive amount of short trades against GameStop. If you don't know what a short trade is,
we don't either.
Look it up really quickly. I kind of saw what it was, but it's like this thing, and it's like, just look it up so you can understand what I'm saying. They convinced everyone on the thread to join forces and buy as much GameStop as possible. You know, because it was like, oh, you know, I mean, I thought it was because they were like, GameStop is failing, blah, blah, blah.
I don't want to care about GameStop. But they give you $3 on a game right now to try to return it back.
Oh my god! But actually, so this made the price rise. This made the price rise, and the hedge fund's short position started to lose billions. Their losses even surpassed the $13.1 billion that the hedge fund was worth. Eventually, the hedge fund had to close their short positions and buy all the GameStop stock back at much higher prices, sending the price even higher still. This is called a short squeeze. Now the hedge fund is declaring bankruptcy, and the Reddit thread is combing through other hedge funds with massive short exposure so they can short squeeze them into bankruptcy as well. All of Wall Street is saying that the public joining together in this fashion should be illegal, but really, they just lost at their own game to the masses.
Oh, boo-hoo, you lost your billions.
Scratch the masses and put in the poors. I think that's what they wanted to say. So,
who you lost your money?
Yeah,
that's the game.
It's like those memes where people are like, "You should express yourself," and then people express themselves. No, not like that.
Not like that. Basically.
So what I heard in the beginning was that people were like, "Oh, GameStop is gonna go bankrupt. It's not doing all that great," so they decided to invest in it. But apparently, someone was like, it said, combing through and was like, "These people have like short stocks or whatever in GameStop because they know it's not that great." So this person saw that they were doing that, and they were like, "Let me just let people know."
Bro, I think this is awesome. I think this is amazing. What better way to stick it to the rich than at their own game?
Yeah.
Like, what better way than, like, bro, let me make you lose your millions and billions, and now you're bankrupt.
I don't know if Emmanuel has been keeping you up on it, but I think it was, Discord took down the thing? Someone took down the chat.
Well, someone's had a chat, but then the app Robinhood, which is a stock investment app, they because basically like GameStop was so what's the word I'm looking for? It was so good at what they did it. They kind of moved like, okay, look, now let's do AMC.
Mm-hmm.
And so like they were buying AMC stock to do the same thing they did with GameStop, but then like the app Robinhood, which is a stock app, they made it like that you can't buy AMC no more.
Yeah.
So basically they're sucking.
Robinhood is actually, they have a stake or a stock or whatever, correct me if I'm wrong. They are somehow connected to the hedge fund people.
Yes.
That have money
I'm
in.
sure
There's a
are.
whole monopoly shit thing going on right
they
here.
Are.
So, I didn't personally buy stock in GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't discourage anyone from doing that. Do it if you have to, but I think it's already gone down.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have bought stock in GameStop just because I don't think it's like...
Lucrative?
Basically, I'm not a day trader.
Okay.
I'm more of a long-term type trader person if I'm going to buy stocks.
Mm-hmm.
GameStop does not seem... I don't know if the word is viable, but it doesn't seem like... It's not it no more.
That ain't
It's
it.
like...
That ain't it.
Games are digital now. And they sell those pods. They sell figurines.
Mm-hmm.
Chris goes in there and talks to the people for hours, and I love the conversations that they have. But
for buying stuff,
they have to rebrand.
Of course they do.
They have to totally rebrand if they
They
want
have
to
to start
actually
giving you
not
more
be
money.
bankrupt.
They have to start giving more
Someone
money
said, "Oh
than
yeah, the
period.
stocks are up. Now they can give you 25 cents per game." Yeah, no. And I saw another meme. Memes are great.
Memes are wonderful.
When the world is going to shit, you can always count on memes to get you
through the day.
Get you through the day. So there was things like, oh, a CEO said, oh, I lost my money, I lost my house, and now my wife. And then someone said, have you considered budgeting?
I live.
I live.
I freaking live.
So
I'm so happy. 2021 kind of started out rocky, but this
no.
thing.
People were saying, because the whole Capitol building thing, Capitol building,
Mm-hmm.
They were saying that it was a continuation of 2020 a little bit, but I think 2020 was shit, and then 2021 sounds like it's gonna kind of flip things on its head, because with the whole Capitol, that shit passed by so fast. What are we calling it? The Capitol
Capitol riots
thingy with the white supremacists and stuff.
With those whites.
Yes, they stormed the Capitol building, but they got in trouble for it.
Luckily.
So 2020, and then the billionaires are
losing money.
So 2021 is shaping to be a year where people who are privileged and think they have it all. No.
Let's hope it continues that way.
We thought 2020 don't continue. It did.
It did.
And the pandemic isn't over, and unfortunately things due to the pandemic are gonna start changing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because why are they storming the Capitol building? I'm gonna say kind of because of the pandemic. In the midst
you
of
at home, ain't got shit to do, ain't got no job.
I mean,
let me go right.
I think mainly. It wouldn't have been as big as it was if we weren't in a pandemic, even if they did do it. But we was hey, we ain't got shit to do, stick it to the man and stuff.
I mean, I don't think they were stick it to the man. I think they were let's help the man.
Let's help us
more.
When really they're not the man. They're so.
Let's help the man. They're so.
He doesn't care. And then they were asking about. I think I need to be pardoned for committing a federal crime.
For committing this federal. Let me get pardoned real quick. Yes. You know what? I just hate.
Anyway,
yes, man.
I love rich tears.
Who doesn't love rich tears?
And it's it
moisturizes my beautiful skin.
Oh my god. Oh, and also white tears.
Oh, especially when they're both rich white tears.
Hydrated and everything.
Look at that.
So funny. So you were telling me about this video.
Mm-hmm.
What is her name? Aaliyah J.
Okay, so before we get into that, let's back up. There's this trend, or there was this popular thing on TikTok where it was this black girl, I believe she was, and it was trying Nigerian food for the first time. Now, she went to this place called Veronica's, which is a popular Nigerian place in Inglewood, if not LA. It's literally just down the street from where I live. I freaking love Veronica's. I love Nigerian food. I mean, I haven't had Nigerian food until I really got a Nigerian boyfriend, but I love Nigerian food. I love Veronica's. I love the lady Veronica. She's really nice. I know her. Shout
out to you.
I know her. Every African wedding I go to, she's there and I always help her with the food. But so basically this girl on TikTok went to Veronica's to taste test it.
TikTok is never a good place.
It's not.
Things happen there.
It's not. But she went there, tried the food, and she was disrespectful about it, to say the least. She was like, "Oh, this is gross, oh, disgusting, blah blah blah," and like because of that, it like prompted people, TikTokers and like just people in general, to go there,
a video and try Nigerian
and actually try it for themselves, because like the girl was just mad extra about it, like just being like, "Oh, this is disgusting," blah blah blah. And literally, because of this one video, Veronica's, I'm actually kind of happy, kind of have blown up so much to the point that, like, I try to call and get food. I can't, because they, like, will cancel orders real quick. They don't even answer the phone, because it's, like, they're so damn busy. Because Veronica's is a very small place. It's super small. And it's, like, her, and it's, like, Miss Veronica and a few other people there.
See how sometimes negativity can just,
it reverses for you. But, like, that's the trend now, is, like, on TikTok, there's a trend where it's, like, let's go try Nigerian food and see how good. It's delicious. Her food is delicious. I love her food. I love her puff puff, and I love her suya. Beef, not chicken. So, so let's get to the topic at hand. So there is this girl, Aaliyah J. She is a makeup YouTuber, I believe.
Makeup influencer.
Yeah, makeup influencer, makeup YouTuber. And, like, she had this video with, I'm assuming, her boyfriend, but there's just, like, this other guy in the video. And they're trying Nigerian food. And they get to, I believe it was fufu they were eating, which, if you don't know, fufu is kind of like this kind of bland potato, like, pounded, basically. And it's kind of like, it's basically like a biscuit which you sop up the soups with, basically. That's what fufu is. And they were eating that part, and, like, they didn't like it, and the guy basically said, this is like dog food, it tastes like dog food, and she laughed at it, and, like, she uploaded that video. Now, the thing about it is,
when you
like,
laugh, that means you co-sign.
You kind of condone it. So it's, like, weird that, like, you didn't really stop to think, like, you shot this video, you sat and I'm sure rewatched it to edit it, and then you posted it, and it's like you didn't really kind of just sit back and think, well, maybe this part where I'm calling another culture's food dog, or my friend is calling another culture's food dog food, isn't such a good idea. And so it was released, and it caused this huge wave of, are you out your goddamn mind calling someone's food
don't come for Nigerians.
Especially not Nigerians. Come for Nigerians, bro. It's a whole thing. So, like, because of that, she got a lot of backlash, obviously, as she should. But, like, I think most people were saying that it's because she didn't say it was dog food, it's okay. Which it really isn't, because it was said, and then you kind of, like, condoned it by, like, ha, that's funny.
And you thought it was okay, so you put it in your video.
Yeah, and then, like, so she gave this kind of apology. Like, you know, as they do. Oh, you know, I didn't really say it was dog food, but I thought this trend was fun and cool, so, you know, I tried it, and, like, it didn't go well, and I'm sorry about that, is what basically she said. And then she took down the video and re-uploaded it just off that part. But it's like, girl, the damage,
it's done.
It has been done.
But then what did she do?
Well, she mostly basically just, like, was in comments of place saying, well, I didn't say it tastes, I wasn't the one who said it tastes like dog food, which is fair. You didn't. But, you know, it's kind of like, you should have that foresight or common sense at this point to know that wasn't, like, if you saw the original TikTok video where the girl was like, oh, this is gross, pop, 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 and it's like, saw the backlash she got, why wouldn't you think
that the first girl got backlash?
Yeah, because she went there to Veronica's, how dare she? How dare she do that to Auntie? She went to Veronica's and was like, this is disgusting, this is gross. Spin it out and all types of shit.
Being extra.
Being mad extra for no reason. Like, it ain't that bad. Fufu, I don't like fufu either, but I'm like, this is dog food.
Yeah. So
that's basically what happened. I'm sure you guys, like, know about it by now, but, like, it was, like, it's disrespectful. It's just, like, the disrespect of, like...
Would you go in your mama's house or your daddy's house and be dramatic about how bad the food is if your parents' food is bad?
And, you know, I don't think it's, like, as the same of, like, parents or, like, your own culture's food. I think the more disrespect comes from the fact that it's another culture's food. Like,
that's the other layer.
Yeah, it comes from that, like that thing of, like, kids sitting in the cafeteria with their homemade food and people go, oh, that smells weird, it smells gross. It kind of comes from that same vein.
Yeah.
Like, it's like calling other culture's food just dog food is just, like, ignorant and ridiculous at its most, like, the barest core. Like, it's ridiculous.
We're not saying that you can't not like something.
Yeah.
But have a little, I don't know if it's
decorum, goddammit!
Decorum, that is the perfect word.
Yeah, like, I saw people, like, in the comments, like, I guess her fans, supporters, like, oh, well, she doesn't have to like food, you know, a girl, blah, blah, blah. Like, I get it. That's fine. She doesn't have to like it. That's fine. Like I said, I don't like fufu either. It's nasty. I personally don't like it. It's not cooked to my taste, but because it's kind of like, it's like...
Was she recording that in the restaurant, or did she order?
No, she was at home. She was at home. But like I don't like either. I call it dog food.
The art of you physically knowing that you don't like the food, and then you getting on camera
knowing you have this huge platform.
This is shit. I just need you guys to know that this is shit. This particular culture's food is disgusting.
Shit. Particularly dog food.
Particularly dog food. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not in the best of taste.
Some people just don't have decorum. Or they just don't know how to act right. I would call it just ignorant. I mean,
ignorant.
It's for clout.
It's for the clout.
It's for clout.
I mean, she was doing it because that's the trend now, trying African, specifically Nigerian food.
And but like, I don't think she's that. Even if she is that dramatic, like.
Well, again, she wasn't the one who said it. It was the guy.
No, she knows how he would have acted.
And someone actually pointed out the fact that, like, Ashley said that this nigga was like, this dog licking his fingers and all types of nonsense. But alright, sir. Alright. Yeah. That's
when you don't like food, what do you do? If you're in a restaurant, when we used to go to restaurants.
I'm very non-confrontational. If I don't like something, I'll literally be like, well, I guess I'll just finish some of it. Or I'll be like, excuse me. Like, I'll kind of say next thing, I don't really like this. Can I get something else? You know? Or I'll just kind of suck it up and just eat it.
Sometimes I'll suck it up and eat
it. Yeah, I'll just suck it up.
What usually happens if I order the wrong thing, it's like,
This ain't it.
Like, Tabitha, remember I told you about that banana peel? Trying to put in the air fryer and make it bacon? She was trying, she was like,
But you wouldn't be on the restaurant.
And then she's like, that's dog food!
You would just be on the restaurant. This dog food. Yeah, like, no.
Like in the restaurant, that's just like.
That's just wild right there.
It's like, can I go, please?
Can I check, please? Check, please.
Terrible.
Yeah, but I mean that's just apparently the wave right now. Colin just being all extra about
on TikTok.
on TikTok.
That's a bad TikTok trend. Can I bring up another weird bad TikTok trend?
Yes.
The silhouette challenge.
I mean, look.
I literally see your titties. That red filter ain't doing
nothing. I mean, look, I haven't seen much of it. I've seen some of it. I was just like, I guess this is a thing. Like, I can kind of tell this is how you look with your clothes on, but I ain't go off, I guess.
Y'all have nothing better to do.
Bruh.
And that one that I sent you, where there was like, you thought she was about to do the TikTok challenge, and then she was like, let me tell you what you need. You need this. You need peace. You need love. And then the comment.
What you want in your outline? You want your silhouette. You want peace. You want love. If nothing don't serve you, take it out your outline, out your silhouette.
The first comment was that Boondocks thing. Was that,
bitch, you get this bullshit out
that white guy.
Literally. It was just so funny because, like, in this scene, like, someone was trying to get him to sign, like, a peace treaty. It was just like, bitch, you get this bullshit out my face. Ask the bitch, that's like, I don't know how you feel. Like, come on, this is just a fun little people.
But then they also said that there's a way for people have found a way to get rid of the red filter so they can actually see you naked. I'm just like,
but why?
Well, there you go. There you go,
but
champ.
Why?
I don't know, because it's the internet.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
I'm not shaming any of these people, but if your intent was to, like, not be seen, I can totally see you.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it's just dark.
This one girl, it's just dark. This one lady had some big old, tig old bitties.
Tig old bitties?
And I was like,
Maybe this challenge wasn't for you specifically. I mean.
Wait, what?
Maybe this challenge wasn't for you specifically with your titties on. I just assume, I don't know.
Oh my god, but I'm like, man, you got your clothes on, get out of here. You cheating. This ain't for you.
It's not how it's supposed to go.
Oh my goodness. Anyway. So, next topic.
Go on, my brother.
So, apparently, there was, I don't know what the name of the show was.
I forgot what the name of the show was too.
It was a show, but Rick Ross was in it. The Audacity. The show should be called The Audacity.
The Audacity.
But I guess a video resurfaced about, it's a singing show, Rick Ross challenge or whatever.
It was Rick Ross, Jeremiah, or The Dream, one of them, and someone else. But basically, like, I actually watched it when it came out, and the show was kind of like trying to sign, like, up and coming singers and rappers to Rick Ross's label. And
to be honest, if you get a casting call that says, you know, something about like you might get a chance to sign to a record label, something reality show, don't do it. You should have seen
it's
enough shows
bullshit.
where you do not get signed. Don't do it. Please, just use your head. Use your mind.
Use your mind.
You know what you need in your outline? You need peace. You need knowledge. You need
get that shit up. But yeah, like the show was, I didn't watch all of it because like it started to just get ridiculous. I thought it was like obvious favoritism, and in the video that like kind of resurfaced, the problem that resurfaced, the girl who actually won, Just Britney.
Wait, she won the whole thing?
Yeah, I believe she did. She was singing.
She couldn't sing.
She couldn't sing, but she was singing to an old Rick Ross beat. Like she took that beat and sampled it, and she was like having her song singing.
I heard it. She was like,
all the guys, like Rick Ross included, with his shirt up and his titties out, they were just sitting there
with like some woman massaging.
Yeah, they were sitting there like, oh yeah, this is
Ross.
it. This is the song, yada yada. And like, if you've never seen Just Britney, she's a very pretty girl, but she's like this light skin.
She reminds me of Black China.
Yeah. She's this pretty girl. She's light skinned, has nice like features, as like she has like nice shape and stuff. And like she was there like singing, dancing, like, oh yeah, this is it. And they were like getting their lives for some reason. And so like after the song ended, she basically like told them like, oh,
she said, hey, so and so got the same beat as me,
yeah, basically, yeah. And so the girl so and so, I don't remember her name, but like she was this more not conservative, but like just kind of like a regular outfit, like dark skinned pretty girl as well. And
hair kind of looking like natural.
Yeah, and like actually sang on the song and sounded really good. And she could sing, and they were like, it's not as good as Just Britney.
Rick Ross said that wasn't the song for your voice. I was like,
which is like, but she has a good voice. And it's like, are you saying this because Just Britney is light skinned and this girl is dark skinned?
The topic was the colorism, but also Jenna brought up that he wanted in
the
show. They started flirting and everything. And
he wanted to fuck her.
But also,
it
did he want to do that because she was light skinned? Would he have wanted to do that if she was darker, like the other girl's complexion, and she couldn't sing?
I
feel like it would be worse.
I think he fixated more on Just Britney just because, of course, she was like the typical, like light skinned pretty girl with a nice body, and he didn't want to like fuck her. Obviously, that's why he was like flirting with her and shit. That's why she got more. First of all, I don't even think I watched the show. She wasn't that good. She was meh.
Not even close to good? Yeah,
no. She was just like an average light skinned girl who could not sing but hold a note and kind of rap.
Oh my god.
like if you want to be kind of like blunt about it, like she was cool, but she wasn't like, this is next level.
Oh my god. That brings me to like one of my follow up question, like how many singers are popular because they're light skinned? And
let me bring my list out. No, I'm joking.
And like how many other singers would have been more popular if they were light skinned? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I saw this thing on Twitter like maybe a couple years ago asking about would Beyonce be Beyonce if she were not light skinned?
If she were Kelly.
If she were Kelly. That is a very plausible argument.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying she's not talented and she doesn't work hard, but there are other people who work just as hard, but they just have a darker complexion. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we'll never know. But, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I believe in this situation, it was for sure colorism. Because, like, the other girl, she was gorgeous. She could sing even better, but they were all like, I think they even stopped her song in the middle of the song to be like, nah, this ain't it.
He stopped the song in the middle of the song. I was like, rude.
To be like, this ain't it. And I'm just like, are you saying that because you don't want to fuck her because she's a dark-skinned girl and the other light-skinned girl over here who can hold a tune, kind of? Basically, probably.
Yeah.
And it really be the dark-skinned niggas that be like this, too. Let's just point that out. I'm going to just say it.
I'm so tired.
We're very aware of our privilege as light-skinned people over here. And very aware of colorism as well.
I mean, yeah, don't... Because there are some... Oh, my God. There's this Twitter page that's called Light Skin Tears. And I was like, you need to go somewhere. You need to, like... Because there's so many, like, just ways of breaking down privilege, and there's privilege everywhere. Mm-hmm. Being in America, we talked about this already, I think. Living in America is a privilege. You wouldn't think being black is a privilege. Being light-skinned black, you have light-skinned privilege.
You have light-skinned privilege.
So, and then there were just light-skinned girls complaining about well, or like either biracial people too. I wasn't accepted by these people or those people.
I faced oppression on my light skin tears. Boo, boo, boo.
Girl, bye. Boy, bye, or whatever.
Girl, bye, boy, bye, you bye.
I feel like colorism is also different when it comes to men as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like the whole light skin face. What are they called?
Face.
I think it was light skin. There was a light skin phase and there was a dark skin phase in men.
Mm-hmm.
Someone brought up. You know how weird Drake is?
What?
You know how he be like, what his songs are about and how they're like really emotional and stuff like that. But like people love Drake. Would it be the same if he were dark skinned and then he was complaining about his emotions?
I think
what they call him
I think it's because he's light skinned. He can kind of get away with those slurs because like I think people have like this. Everyone has the idea of light skinned niggas that like they giggle and they squint their eyes and bite their lips and they're just like
they do. they do
because they're just like more. Not really
feminine?
nigga. No, they're just not like super heavy niggas compared to like dark skinned guys. Which is I think that's why Drake can just like get away with those emotional like crying on this track songs.
Which also, oh my god, everything leads to everything. Which also, the thing where people think darker skin leads to more like niggly comes back to women. And why a lot of men call darker women like manly, like Serena Williams, is she brown or like dark? She's like brown,
she's
right?
more brown to dark.
She's more brown, but people think of her as like really manly. But girl, look at give me some of that man.
Serena's everything, first of all. Like, if niggas had nothing at all, they had the audacity. And sometimes the nerve.
Sometimes the nerve, but mainly the audacity.
Mainly the audacity, though.
But yeah, that brings a lot of like damage or like danger to like darker women because they're seen as like more manly and less feminine.
They seem more masculine, less feminine.
More masculine.
And because of that, more violence heavily towards dark skin women. It's like, it doesn't matter because she's, this man bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like trash.
Yeah, if I could beat up all the terrible people in the community.
You would do it?
I would.
Fuck them.
That's
right.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Fuck them.
Oh my god, Jada, what time is it for? What time is it?
What?
What time is it?
5:43.
That's not what I was asking.
Oh, what are you asking? Oh, no. We don't do that no more.
What?
Nah. You told me you didn't like it. We don't do that no more. We're just playing. See?
It's time for the tweet of the week.
New year, new me? Nah, fuck it. I'm still the same. Tweet of the week!
You're not.
I'm not.
You're different.
Am I?
You're not as trash.
So that was a compliment, but then when you think about it, it wasn't really.
Oh, sorry.
It's time for the tweet of the week, people.
Time for the tweet of the week.
Time for the tweet of the week. But you know what? I hate it here. I really do. So our tweet of the week comes from, I hope I don't sound ridiculous, but at Dasani W the Drip.
Dasani is disgusting. I just want to put that out there.
It's true. It's true. The tweet says, jobs do not pay enough to try to regulate what I choose to do in my free time or what I wish to post on my social media account. Employers should realize I represent you only during the hours you pay me. Any other time I represent myself because this job is not my life. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen, but on social media there's this thing where people will be like say if they're on Twitter, they'll be like, man, fuck this job. And then their boss will see the tweet and fire them. There's that. I've seen that a lot of times that people will be like, man, fuck this job, or I'm in the toilet sitting and I fucking hate this job. And they're like, boss, well, you don't have that job no more then. And I feel like that's so unfair. It's so elitist of you.
You know how soul sucking this job is. Don't act like you
don't know. I hate this. You hate it too. You just don't have the balls to say it.
I actually was watching this one video about this guy was talking about becoming a minimalist and quitting your job and going backpacking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he made a tweet or a post about something and saying, oh, if I could, I would just I'm going to, or I am a minimalist. I quit my job to just do this stuff. And then this, I guess a friend of his was like, hey, I'm doing an article about so-and-so, so-and-so. So mind you, he thought this was an article on a small blog or something I no one would ever read.
Mm-hmm.
It ended up in a really popular newspaper or something like that, or a magazine or something. And it had his face on it. And then when he went to work the next day, everyone had the article on their page. Because in the article, he was talking about, I hate my job. It's awful, blah, blah, blah. You know, this, that, and the other. And the next morning, he went into work, and his face was there, and the article was there. And he felt super embarrassed. He didn't get fired.
I mean,
he was a white guy. But actually, his because the video was about him actually following through with this,
mm-hmm.
and actually following his, you know, people like quit your job and follow your passion.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in like a few months or 6 months, his boss offered him a promotion with more pay,
mm-hmm.
and he didn't take it. He actually quit his job and went backpacking and started filming like stuff. So yeah, no, people feel how they're gonna feel, and ooh.
It's so like unfair and just like trash that just because I say I hate this job on my like Twitter that you get to fire me. Like what?
First part is
love this job.
Jobs do not pay enough. Which is
nothing pays
number
enough,
one.
To be honest,
no,
let's be honest.
It's not. Yeah, it doesn't.
It's highly unfair, and it's just like, is that even like a justifiable firing? Like, can you not sue for that? I feel like you should be able to sue for that. Like,
no,
all I said was like,
girl, I got let go from my other job, and they made up the reason that wasn't even true, so it doesn't matter.
That's fair.
Doesn't matter.
They need to be making sure that.
They were making sure that. I was like, I didn't do that.
What?
But I'm glad because I got a better job.
That's right. Moving on up in this world.
Moving on up
to the side.
By the way, rest in peace to Cicely Tyson.
Oh yeah, sis, she died, man.
You are and will always be amazing.
Right. What is that?
It's a heart.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, I like this is a Korean heart, right? They do this.
Is it Korean?
Yeah. I think when Black Panther was in Korea, they did this. Also, I've seen it in a lot of K-dramas. If it's not, let me know. The heart not right here. Small. Small fingers. Cross your thumb and your finger.
I did that.
More like that.
How about a heart?
This and this.
But it's just the V.
That's a heart. If you look at a heart, it's a V.
Yeah, but heart.
Missed.
Let's not bring that into this year. Let's not have that into this year though. Missed. I said it right. I don't care if nobody said.
Okay. Anyway,
you're in the midst of something because it's foggy. Let's leave it at that.
Let's leave it at that. Let's at that. Like, episode's over. Okay. Thank you guys for watching the first episode of the year. You guys are awesome.
We're awesomer. I guess.